I was kind of thinking it's almost like a funeral today, but then no, it's not like a funeral because you know, we're here, but we don't want to be too happy because it's the last day that our pastor and his wife will be here. And so in that sense, we're kind of sad, but we're happy that we had someone who was able to step into the breach and fill the role of pastor of our church. I think when our previous pastor left unexpectedly earlier in the year, or at the end of last year, we were all kind of wondering what was going to happen. And the conference then approached Vern and Zelda and said, look, can you fill in just for a few weeks, maybe a month or two at the most, until we can find a replacement. And strangely, Vern believed them. Some of us were smarter and said, it's not going to be like that, Vern. You'll be here for the rest of the year. And lo and behold. But I know that you agree with me that it has been an absolute blessing to have had Vern and Zelda with us as our pastor for this year. And I don't know why it just can't continue on when it gets down to it. But it has been wonderful. You know, I've known Vern and Zelda for many, many years, and I could spend some time here telling stories. Would you like that? Zelda and I went to primary school together, and so we know each other for quite a long time. Vernon was high school, but I don't think that's the time to do that this morning, so I'll let you off this morning. But Zelda's very good on the roller skates, I can tell you that much. But a church needs a leader, and we were without one, and we didn't understand why that was. But Vern, we want to say to you, thank you so much for stepping into the breach and taking up. It was a difficult time, wasn't it, for us? We just were not sure what was happening, but it's worked out very well through the year, and this is their last Sabbath. He has one more Sabbath to go, and that's at Ourimbah next week, where he will be conducting a baptism, because he has been doing a lot of Bible studies and doing the work that pastors should be doing. And so some of us don't always appreciate that, but we have enjoyed that part of your ministry, Vern, and the way that you preach to us, and the way that you've been available with Zelda for as our church pastor. And so this morning I want to say thank you on behalf of the church, on behalf of the leadership of the church, on behalf of the church, for this. I know it has in a sense been a sacrifice, because these people are retired, and you wouldn't know it this year. It's been far from that, and so we've appreciated that. And so if you feel that you would like to say thank you to Vern and Zelda this morning, and I know that some of you would love to come up and make a speech, and we could be here for the rest of the day, but I'm not going to give you the opportunity. But I'm going to ask you, if you've appreciated the ministry of Vern and Zelda through this year, would you put your hand up? In fact, put both hands up. Vern and Zelda, stand up and have a look around. Wave your hands and show them that you appreciate exactly that they've been here with us this year. And so I want to say thank you very, very much for that.
And if they thought that was the end of it, they're very much mistaken. I'd like Vern and Zelda to come up here now, if you would, please. Yes, Zelda, you have to. Wouldn't be the same without you. No, it's both of you. So on behalf of the church, we decided that we would give you just a very small token of our appreciation for what you've done for us this year. And the girls are just going to go over now, and that was the reason why you had to come up, because there's something very special. We've got a box that's coming, and it's got notes from most of the people in the church in here, and it's so full I can't get them all in. It won't shut, folks. Thank you so much for that. This is the box, folks. And as you can see, I can't shut it. It will not lock. And there's another one to go on the top. So that's just, people have been handing in cards. You've no idea of the skullduggery that's been going on behind your back. And I wasn't allowed to tell you, and they were all sworn to secrecy. Did you know? No?
Never knew a thing.
Never knew a thing. And
Except that Cherie told me that there was a black hole in the program today and I wasn't allowed to know what it was. I said, well, maybe I don't want to fall in the black hole, I'll go outside.
And you'll notice that we've put up the little thing that the children made in the foyer. So have a closer look at that on the way out, and I've taken a photograph of it for Vern and Zelda. Now, you might need to pop that down because you're going to need empty hands just for a minute. Okay, girls. These are for you, Zelda. When I asked the lady at the flower shop, she said, so what does she like? I said, she loves Royal Dalton. So they've kind of been done on the Royal Dalton theme. Don't you think they match that nice?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then we have this presentation for you from the church. I'm going to have to put this microphone down as I give it to you.
Do you want me to open it?
He needs to open it very carefully. I'll just steady it. There's a certificate of authentication inside because it's an original.
Isn't that beautiful?
From Ken Duncan. It's from Avoca looking back towards Terrigal. I thought that was very fitting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Vern and Zelda, for all you've done.
Am I allowed to speak now? I'm almost lost for words. It is true, Bill, that when I agreed to help out, that I thought it'd be for 1 or 2 months. In fact, that's what they said. But shows you how naive I am. But you know, really, it's been a highlight of my whole ministry to serve you as the pastor. And I know that when you have a pastor, he's not always perfect and he doesn't do everything right. And I'm sure that there have been times when I could have done things better. But I want to say thank you to Rosalie and the elders for the tremendous support they've given me, to all of the church officers who faithfully have done their work and have jumped in, and several of you came to me and said, you know, we know you're supposed to be retired. Is there anything we can do to lighten your load? To all of those people, I want to say a special thank you to every one of you for your loyal support and your love. I'm also grateful to Neil Watts, who is at the entrance today, who is going to serve as the acting pastor for the next month or so while I'm gone, and to Pastor Ron Evans, who will serve as the acting senior elder while Rosalie's gone. So thank you to those two men who have agreed to do that. I'm very touched by your beautiful gifts and the kind words you've said. And I guess one of the highlights for me of this whole year has been trying to think of the right word, but I have been immersed in sharing the gospel with people, and one of the things I will do in the new year is continue the Bible studies that I'm involved with already. I've been having some of the most beautiful experiences that anyone could ever have as I study with a number of people. And as I've come towards the end of the year, it's marvellous how God works, and then other people say, oh, can we join in the studies? And it grows. And so while our new pastor will come and be excited to get involved in evangelism, I'm going to still do my little bit. And he can go and find his own Bible studies. But I talked to him this week and he's really excited about coming. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy his ministry. So thank you again for all of your kindnesses. I appreciate it.